One Term Only. OTO is a video series to educate you on the only way to take back control of the government by we, the people. There has been a lot of conversation over the years about term limits. Limit the number of terms a legislator can stay in office. And who should be in charge of how we limit the terms a person can be in office? Again, we would leave that decision to the people in Congress to do something about their own terms in office. Why not stand up, voters, and put the response right where it belongs, in the voters' hands? Voters, you can send representatives to Washington. You can send them home, too. My dad was a surgeon, and after he had been in practice for many years, he told me that he used to walk down the halls of the hospital doing rounds as a young resident. He would notice older doctors that were on rounds too. He used to say to me that he would think to himself, why doesn't that old guy just retire and leave it to us, the young doctors? After looking back at what he thought was a very, very storied career, he said to me, you know, Betsy, it's time for me to go and leave it to the young doctors to take over. Maybe there's wisdom in youth that time takes from us. But just like the digital computer age is showing us, necessity is the mother of invention. As we age, how long is our list of necessities? When you have been employed for a long time, doing the same job day in and day out, do you ever wish you could press the reset button? If the average worker spends 261 days a year working, allowing for Saturday and Sundays off, no allowance for vacations, and let's say that you work in a factory for 35 years. That's a total of 9,135 days of work. In the span of a career, how many of 9,135 days on the job are truly noteworthy? I'm not sure that I would wager a guess on that. What is clear is there is no formula that you are taught on the job or in school that tells you how to make a day in the office or in the field significant. Is there? Do you finish your job on the 9,135th day of your career? Okay. Maybe you're thinking, no one serves in Congress that long. Well, you would be way off on your calculations. One congressman was there for 45 years before he finally decided not to run for office again. And 3 senators died while still holding Senate seats. And they were obviously long past retirement age. Maybe this is not the main reason you should consider one term only for Congress, but it sure is a good one. Your message can be heard by lawmakers, but if you don't send it, who's going to hear it? There are so many voters and so few lawmakers. There are more of us than there are of them, so who's running the show? If we look at our wallets, it's pretty clear. If we want to maximize our leverage, we're going to have to vote. Voting for a pink slip sends a very clear message. One term and one term only gives you, the voter, control over the expiration date of a lawmaker's term. But if you don't take control, it won't happen.